without a doubt, you are this generation's Frank Marshall. You are, so prolific. Everybody knows the Conrad Hartz figures, and the quality speaks for themselves.
There's not too many people that want to sit down and bang a piece of wood all day long.
I find it therapeutic. I really do.
It really is now. When I first started, I got so frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling people, and Larry LaFonte can tell you, he started and went through the same thing, but I would get so frustrated that I couldn't do what I wanted to in wood, yet I would take a hot cup of coffee and I would pour it over the wood and throw it in the trash can. And I would, give it last rites and throw it away. Go stomping in the house or whatever like that. It wasn't easy, but now I know, I can see what I want to in a flat piece of wood, and it's hard to describe how, but I can see it,
Yeah. I do basically 2D carving. I've done some Santas that are primitive, but you can kind of.
Yeah.
So I understand exactly where you're coming from there, and I used to get my basswood off of eBay because I don't have a source for it where I am.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'd get a piece that was kind of punky or just not right.
Right.
And you'd carve into that stuff, and it was like, this is miserable.
Yeah. Basswood was used, in case you want to recheck some of the lumber places around, it used to be used commercially for the skeleton framework inside kitchen cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've got this stupid horse glue press board that everybody uses, so they hardly use basswood anymore, which drove the price up. And but luckily down here in South Carolina, we still got basswood sources,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but it's still the best in the world to use. But you've got to figure out, if you've got 3/4 inch boards or 1 inch boards, you've got to figure out then what depth you want to use and whether you need to trim them down or whatever. Because that was the problem when I started. My figures, I didn't have the right depth, so I knew I had to trim at least one of the boards down to get it down to where I wanted it.
Okay.
And so anyway, it's a hard thing to get into. But gosh, if I had somebody I could have gone to see, like Frank Marshall, I would have learned in 2 days what I had to learn in 10 years here.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody was around here that knew anything what I was doing.
Well, for a self-taught, you have mastered that craft, and
there was no communication back then. It was hard to communicate with people, hard to make friends with somebody through letters and regular U.S. mail. And of course, now on Facebook you can see videos of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Lord, back then, you had to, buy a figure to look inside or whatever like that,
Yeah. Well, Conrad, I will. I really, again, I appreciate everything all your time this morning and all the information. And you have a wonderful day, and I'll give you a call if I'm ever down that way.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.